We go. We're gonna be doing some Dragon's Dogma 2. I'm not sure how well this is gonna actually run. I went through the graphics settings and I basically put everything at minimum. Cause, yeah, this laptop can't really handle it. This game's kind of a beast graphics-wise, from what I can tell. Like, this computer can handle, my old computer can handle Dragon's Dogma and Dark Verse pretty well. This is 10 years down the line, and everything's so much more advanced now, but you know, we're just gonna run this on this computer and see how well they go. So, for the record, display settings are set as custom. But yeah, my graphics memory's not great. Even then, I'm gonna likely see some minor glitches. But a lot of these things I just had to turn down. I could turn down some of these even more, but I don't think it's gonna matter too much. I did turn off motion blur because, yeah, I've never been a fan of it. Bloom, yeah. You know, we can leave that on. I guess depth of field is fine. I've turned off the lens flare just because it annoys the shit out of me. Lens distortion, I don't see it, so whatever. We'll see what happens. Motion quality is low, so yes, you're gonna see everything pretty low. Anyway. So, it's all saved. Let's start the game. And we'll see how this game handles it. Fiction is the human will that reaches its greatest power. Huh.
On a guess, lend me your ears. Long has our Fevrimon suffered, without a true monarch to guide her and her people. Decades have passed since last His Majesty Erland sat atop the Draken throne. Long have we endured, yet it has not been for naught. At last, the bell has tolled on the age of the Council. At last, we may celebrate the coming of our rightful ruler. The return of the Sovereign.
My word! Such an inspiring visage.
Your Majesty shall have my eternal fealty.
Your Majesty, oh, how long I have awaited this moment.
Behold, before you sits the rightful inheritor of the Draken throne, chosen by the dragon as its enemy. Behold and rejoice! Fortune has delivered us our savior at last! At last! Praise be, for only the Sovereign's guidance can lead us true. All hail the Sovereign! All hail! Let all present pledge their allegiance to the Sovereign. Let us be united in the hope that our liege's reign will ne'er end. Long live the Sovereign of Vermont! Long live the Sovereign!
Arisen, thou who wouldst slay the dragon, will now be slain. Long live the Sovereign! Long live the Sovereign! Arisen, thou who wouldst slay the dragon, will now be slain. Long live the Sovereign! 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 Long live If thou seekest to behold this world in its true aspect, abandon thy reason. Cast aside thine heart and thy life both. I ask thee to demonstrate thy will. For naught but thine ambition can alter the course of the rivers of fate.
Okay. So... Are we starting after we can mark the Arisen and not before like we did in the first game? Whoa! Yeah, we're getting a little
Now,
choppy.
which one of you was it? No need to be shy. I've
Yeah.
just got to take down a record of your name and face. Come on, step forward.
Okay, we'll see how bad this job. Okay, so...
Is it you? No? It is hard to say. If the pawn I'm looking for doesn't come, are you the one then? Speak up, you good-for-nothing pawns.
God, there's this
Which
lag
of you is it?
on
Is
this
it
loading.
you?
It's...
No?
this is gonna be
Ah,
bad.
it must be you.
Yeah, this
Ah,
is...
I thought I recognized you.
Yeah. Use existing character data? Yes. So, That's fine. This is what we're gonna use. We'll put a little bit more age on him. There we go. Man, if the game's gonna lag like that all the time, there's a reason I'm not gonna do this. Well, there's two reasons. One, I murder hobo a lot of this.
I ill like that look in your eyes. 'Tis queerly brazen for a pawn. Most of your kind have eyes blank as a cadaver's. Mayhap 'tis only natural, seeing as how you rise from the dead. There's aught different about you, though. Could it be that you fear death just as we mortals do? Worry not, vessel. 3 days here, and you'll be longing for death's sweet embrace. Come along, you feckless dullards.
Yeah, if it keeps doing this kind of stuff, though, we might have to pivot to something else. We'll see what happens. God, it doesn't look that much better, but it's just profits are happy. It's again, this is so. I mean, I know part of it is de novo, like that. Having that is going to impact performance terribly, but God. This is a little rough. Man, I was hoping this would be better, but God, this is being very... No, my computer just can't handle this. You know? They really pushed a lot of things with this game.
What do you think you're up to, layabout? Get a move on!
Like, again, processor load shouldn't be bad. It might be that I'm also streaming it, you know, but... God, I'm just seeing a little bit of these slow down hitches kind of thing. It's noticeable.
Do your injuries pain you? Pray, do not overexert yourself. This is no place for one of your ilk. 'Tis harsh beyond measure. Even we pawns are pushed to the brink. You ought not anger the overseer. Let us proceed to the site.
Oh, yeah, well. This is slightly better. Where am I going? Oh.
'Twould be unwise to disobey. The Overseer will show you no mercy.
Yeah, well, I don't know where I'm going.
Time for you to get to work.
Well, then what am I doing? Pick up a boulder.
You are prepared to work. Then you ought begin by carrying stones out from the station in the back and bringing them here.
Great.
I'd rather not draw steel if I can avoid it.
No, that's neat. I don't remember the... Well, no, that was minor.
The vicinity is quite cluttered. Pray leap.
Yeah. Come on. Where am I dropping this again? Is it up here? Yeah.
Oh, my joints have been aching something fierce of late.
A job well done. Now the next step is to... What is this commotion? Perhaps we ought to investigate.
Yeah.
I've never heard such nonsense.
It might just be the sheer amount of NPCs around, but I don't know what's... Oh!
No, the damn thing's been awoken. You but fell that fiend, even at the cost of your lives. Get me out of here! Now!
That hair's going a little wild. Okay, what do I got?
Observe your foes carefully and attack as the situation demands.
Don't stand where it can go. Oh. Okay. Why can't I use my blink strike?
Shields offer welcome protection from attacks.
Alright, come on, for time being.
Boulders, barrels, and the like can make effective weapons with a clever combatant.
Yeah. Come on.
When delivering targeted strikes, I would recommend clinging to your block.
Okay, running out of stamina.
Further stuff than that.
Oh, great. Like, it's playable, but not watchable.
Are you unharmed?
I'd say as a stream.
You ought flee while you can. After all, your charge awaits you. You cannot linger in this place forever. You have lost your memories. 'Tis surely the work of a foul curse, but worry not. You need only believe in your own destiny, Arisen.
God, son it. You
escaped. Oi, you! Get back here! After them, quickly!
This way, Arisen! Come this way. Let us flee.
It's not running too terribly, it's just not great.
No one could survive a fall from this height. Not even a pawn. Don't just stand there! Shoot it down! It's getting away! Bring it down! Bring it down!
Go now, lost soul. Learn all you can of this world you must protect.
It's kind of interesting we haven't started seeing the dragon, which is what the original game kind of opened with. Yeah, you're seeing a bit of stutter here. Not great. Certainly developed better tech since the first Dragon's time. Deal with this kind of thing. Well, then again, I guess there really wasn't much in the original area. Like, there was literally 2 villages. Like, the capital and then your tiny-ass little village. So, we'll see how much bigger this game is. Well, we'll see how far we get, really. It's very stuttery, but I think it's still playable for what I want to do. I'm not going to be doing this a ton on stream. I probably won't even stream beyond this initial episode, because it's just... God. It's minimum graphics. It doesn't... It's still perfectly playable. I just think, you know, if people want to watch it, they want to watch it higher quality than what I'm going to be going off.
Pray, keep your distance, Arisen. Worry not for me. The brine may swallow me whole, but I will not perish. There is a stone not far from here, known as a rift stone. Pray, seek it out. If you're truly the Arisen, then our paths will surely cross again.
Well, the brine are a lot more terrifying than they were.
Oi! Are you all right? What happened here?
So...
A griffin appears one moment and falls the next. And now you stand before me. Was it you then? the one who was riding on its back. 'Tis a wonder you survived. Accompany me to the stronghold. We'll treat your wounds and hear your story.
Ultramarine waterfall. Okay.
Where exactly is this jail you say you escaped from, anyway? I've never heard of such a place. There's certainly naught like that here in Vermont. Could it be you were held in the neighboring country of Batal? Nay, I suppose that's unlikely. We've been estranged from Batal ever since the war. It is difficult to imagine any citizen of Vermont being sent there. Fine! Goblins! Let's take up your weapons, sir. You'll be needing it.
Link's
Where are
drag.
you going? I'll not force you to receive treatment, but I'd at least like a word. If you find your strength flagging, buy the curative or have a bit of green varnish.
God. Oh man, that's nice. I do like these combat changes. Got some good criticals in it. Oh man, this is
There are oft items to be scavenged from the bodies of monsters and their ilk. If you're
what
not
button?
squeamish about...
yeah. Ooh.
Have you beheld the dragon as yet? I've not, and I count that a blessing. All I know for sure is that 'tis a beast e'er more fearsome than a griffin. One need only look to the miserable state of the village of Merlin to see that.
Ah! Oh man. And again, I do like these finishes.
No mean. But that's the sovereign's duty, isn't it? When the dragon
Hey,
appears
cool, we
inside
got a
the
level.
head, the sovereign appears among the people and steps forth to challenge it. I dare say Vermont owes much of its prosperity to the sovereigns who have served it over time. Though, personally, I'm just glad to know we've got someone looking out for us. Where do you think you're going?
I'm checking corpses, my good sir. I also tore something apart and I don't know what it was. Oh well. So, man. Okay. So, is this our entire map, or what am I looking at here? How much do we have this whole? So we started up here. I'm just. This is a damn big map. It feels like. So. Huh. Let's see what it.
Welcome, Arisen. We pawns have long awaited your arrival.
What is this? Pawns. They bend the knee to you so readily, but then... No. Surely you cannot be the Arisen.
You seek the Riftstone, do you not? We can take you to it. Pray. Come this way. Before you stands a Riftstone. Tis a gate by which we of the Pawn Legion may cross o'er into this world. Pray, summon your pawn. Simply paint with your mind's eye the loyal attendant whom you would have serve you.
Now we get the second character creation. Yes. So this is what we did. No, that's what I did, really. So this works for what I'm trying to do. Yes. we'll see how this works out. Not, you know, it's not the
Pawns
same.
are known as crossers of the rift, for we are able to connect to and traverse other realms beyond this one. When we return, it is our duty to use our experiences and the knowledge we have gained to aid you on your journey, Arisen. From this day forth, I shall serve you as your loyal pawn, and aught I learn beyond the rift will be at your disposal.
Well, I'll be. A pawn summoning before my very eyes.
He's got a very nice sword.
You truly are the Arisen, then. Strange. I thought the Arisen was in the capital. Surely there's only meant to be one Arisen. Fine. This is all beyond my ken. The Watchhead would know what to do, I'm sure. Though, as luck would have it, he's away. I suppose we'll save any further questions till the Watchhead returns. You're free to do as you like afore then. What? You've no memories, you say? Mayhap you could make for Melve, then. 'Twas set upon by the dragon not long ago. The Arisen is said to bear some deep connection to the dragon. Should you be Arisen, mayhap you'll recall aught of import there.
Control the world. There's summoned pawns who meet specified preferences. Pawns will not level up while they are accompanying you. However, you may find, So now you can get support
Arisen.
pawns.
Pray, ask aught you wish to know. I shall answer, if 'tis within my power to do so. Nomads, we are oft called. Born in other worlds, we travel here by means of the riftstones that we might aid you, Arisen. However, I cannot speak as to our true nature, for I know of it not. None of us do. We do not need to. We merely do as we are commanded.
You know, there were some weird instances of pawns in the original game. In that, you really didn't encounter that many, but not many out of the ones you summoned, but in this, there seemed to be all over the place. Most of the pawns, like, the pawns that had kind of gained a free will, in a way, like, there were a couple that you couldn't recruit them or anything, but, like, their Arisen had passed on, had passed. And presumably they kind of inherited their heart. It's an interesting, thing to think about. But, yeah. Anyway.
Riftstones are gates that connect by their power have we crossed into this world. And when our mission is done, by their 'tis the name given to fate's chosen. Those destined to command even with your memories lost to you. I am afraid you cannot escape your fate. Very well.
Some rift crystals. Oh, right, it's me. Okay. Good then. Just to readjust to this. So, I could grab some people. However, the types I want to grab a thief and a ranger. Yes, you.
I've a knack for gathering items, and am ever on the hunt for new finds. I'll gladly try out any useful mechanisms I espy.
We will hire.
Let us work together to honor the Arisen's trust.
However, they're going to be low level, but it's fine. Pawn quests are tasks given to you main pawn. Be completed beyond the rift. Set the task and must stipulate a reward for the Arisen who hires your main pawners. Well, that's nifty.
You are wise indeed to have sought my aid. Shall we discuss tactics now or later?
That's fine. So, I now have a ranger, and I have my main pawn.
I shall inform you if I learn aught of worth. Where ought we to go now?
Okay. Can I set a quest? How do I set quests?
Pray, have patience with me, Master. I've shared all I know. Good morrow to you, Arisen.
Okay, so we don't do that here. Ah, here we go. Oh, you can look up, yeah, original stuff. Okay, set upon quest. So I can't do much with that. What are our official pawns? Their names displayed. Official pawns be of level 10 and below can be hired without expending. Oh. Changed official pawns will not appear in monthly or cumulative rankings. From other aspects of the game, official pawns may only be available for hire for the time. Interesting. Who is this bison? You know what? It doesn't matter. We've got our pawns. We've got a party. So we've got our 4-man band, and we're gonna get. I see something on the map. I want to check it out. Speaking of, yeah, we just have our basic stuff. We've got an apple, branches, fueled lantern, pea skin. Okay. What is this? Is this just the training ground? Yeah. It is. Okay. God, it is very fuzzy and, yeah. God, I will say, like, under these settings, it does not look that impressive.
This looks as good a place as any.
Uh-huh, yeah.
Have a gander at my wares. You shan't regret it.
So I get lantern oil. I get another fueled lantern. Interesting. Interesting. So, Well, I don't have the money for any of these things. But since I'm not an archer, we can sell the branches.
Pleasure doing business with you.
Not buying? That's just as well.
Should not be relied upon to save your progress on this road. It is recommended you rest at inns and regular intervals if you wish to ensure the reliability.
Better to be selective than wasteful.
Hoy there. You seem well tired. Tell you what, you can stay here tonight. My pa always used to say, there's naught a good night's sleep can't fix. Not much else I can offer, I'm afraid, but you'll find all sorts at a finer inn. Aye, being armed is better than being defenseless, even if you're untrained. Still, 'tis worth devoting yourself to a vocation if you can. Opens up new doors, it does. You should stop by the inn in Melve if you get the chance. No hard feelings if you prefer it. They've much more to offer.
Your health and stamina recovers the loss gauge, which represents the reduction of your health and accumulates when taking damage. Yeah. Interesting. So they got that mechanic. I know in DD1, like, some regeneration effects could get past the loss of stats, so.
I have no issue falling asleep, even at this time of day.
We will rest, just because I can, and then we'll head to Mel. Because that also should let me train my vocation.
Your skills have come a long way. Well done.
One can but strive to improve.
Okay. She leveled up. Anyway.
I've beds to spare if you're looking for lodgings. And if you'd like to change your vocation, come see me.
Ah, here we go. Geared up. Yes, cool. Different skills. Special abilities. Augments acquired by spending discipline or act the moment they're equipped. Okay, cool. I don't have enough discipline for that, for weapon skills. I have to acquire the other disciplines. Okay. Well, that's fine. What are my core skills? True deflect. Oh, cool. And we don't have any augments. Okay. Now, you have no discipline. 11 palladium. Well, that's kind of a problem. I guess you're going to need to get to intervention eventually. So we got to go out and fight. Good to know, though. 1,000 gold is a lot. Okay, let's just leave it at that. Well, what is in my storage? Camping kit, wake stones, smoke beacon. I can change my appearance. That's gift thing. Superior bow. That's nice. Oh. Well, let's grab the superior gear. Huh. So you can use different inclination, change voices. Ring of Assurance. I do want that, and, yeah, okay. What Combine's gonna do? I don't have enough. Okay, that's fine.
Always a pleasure.
If 'tis discipline your company lacks, I can provide.
Sorry, what?
A treasure chest. Shall we see if we can't make our way over to it?
I just got approached out of nowhere and that kind of threw me off. Equip. Give. Equip. Right. Equip. So we're a little bit stronger than we would normally be, which is good. Because, yeah, this is going to be a bit laggy. What is this on my map I'm looking at?
I mustn't let the captain see my...
Hail! You a soldier? 'Twould be a surprise to see you arrive in one piece, if not. Hordes of monsters. We've had to start sending out new...
Is that so? Who went yonder?
Lachlan. But I dare say he'll fare all right.
Aye, I expect he will. Who was sent out that way, then?
Ocado. To be honest, sir, I'm a...
What? Weren't harpies reported in that area? The lad can't handle those beasts on his own.
This is the first I'm hearing of it. Fie! I want to go to his aid, but we can't just abandon our posts. Say, you seem stout of heart. Would you be willing to go in our stead? 'Tisn't far, only a short ways out from the main gate. You've my thanks. And Ocado's as well, I'm sure.
Okay. Quest destination is unknown. A marker will be placed in your map to indicate it. Sorry, it's known. Oh, cool. Some quests are afflicted by the passage of time and will progress even without the Arisen's involvement. A multiple quest at once comes with the risk of being unable to act in time, and this can result in unintended consequences. Uh-huh.
We must fly to the aid of those in need.
Okay, yeah, we'll go do that.
There are useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
Probably,
Shall we
but
see if there's aught to be found while we're here?
I gotta hurry. Well, maybe I could just follow the road. But, yeah, man, this looks worse than DD1 with all, like, there's Dogma 1 with all the graphic settings for this. Pawn commands. 4 commands that the Arisen can use to direct their pawn companies. The effects vary according to feeling. Go. Spread across the battlefield can also be used across carrying out an action. Guides to location or instruct pawn to resume guidance that has been interrupted. To me, wait and help. Come on.
How am I meant to say the beasts if I cannot strike them? Get down here, you feather fiends!
Oh no! Oh no! I got picked up and dragged away.
Take that!
Spoken.
See, this is why I wanted an archer. Debilitation and effects inflict damage to the end rolls. They're not exclusive to their pawns, but they can be inflicted upon their enemies' will. Cover for your stage. Okay.
Focus your strength, Arisen.
Oh. Damn it. Hmm? Oh! Brian Lark going. If the fate will they will be arrived entirely. There's an exception. Pawns will become forfeit, and all of the living creatures melt with an immediate watery death. Oh. Great. Got him! Come on, I need to get...
We are to retreat then.
No.
Let us defer to the Arisen's judgment.
True enough.
Come on. Where'd it go? Shit. So, did I lose the thief I had? Take that.
Be wary. This foe will cast you into a slumber.
We must, each of us, remain alert. I shudder to imagine what would happen if we all nodded off.
Well, I got another level. That's good for me. Did we get them all, though, is the real question. So we lost our thief, and that's not great. What is my quest? Okay.
I'll pick that up. We might have need of it.
Yeah.
Is that all of them? Yeah. You have my thanks. I do not believe for a moment I could have slain those creatures without your help. I've only just enlisted, and when I thought this could be the end of me, I was paralyzed. You saved me this time, but I won't always be so fortunate. I'll have to train harder, till I have the confidence to face such beasts on my own. Well, I'd best be heading back, but I'll be sure to let my superiors know of your good deed. I hope we meet again someday.
Shall we report our results?
Well, let's go back. We'll pick up another thief. And hope we don't lose him. God. You know.
On another note, we've not counted a thief among our number for some time.
Thieves do allow for a greater range of cooperative tactics.
Who are you? Why am I not?
'Twill be a joy to serve one so gallant.
Well, okay, you're a... Very well.
I hope I can count on you in a scrape.
The mark of their accumulated knowledge expertise, whether to combat. Monster badges are defeated a certain number of particular type of monster. Okay. Oh. So I gotta camp in specific regions, gotta kill certain monsters, do quests.
Follow me, master, if you would. It was an eventful journey.
Hail, friend. Many thanks for aiding Ocado. 'Twas a relief to see him return, and none the worse for wear.
Aye, that it was. The poor sod might not have made it back alive had you not intervened.
'Twas a bit too early for him to be seeing actual combat. That much was made well clear. We'll be extending his training period. The instructors here are well known for whipping recruits into shape with their grueling regimes.
Speaking of training regimes, I must admit I've half a mind to ask you to join us. We could use someone with your experience.
Well, I could.
He thinks the troops will get more out of their trip.
With any luck, the instructors in the training ground here will have a card.
So we're back on the into the Dragon's Wake. Who are you?
Only fools devote their life.
Interesting. Oh, are you the one I must speak to?
Fancy a gander? I've fine goods for sale.
What do you got? The trusty sword. Fluted, criteria, wooden staff. Okay. Interesting. I could get some armor. I do want this foot soldier armor if I can help it. Probably. Ooh. Maybe go with the chainmail? Let's see. Do I have the money? I have enough money now for it. You know what? We will hold off. But what I will do is I'm going to sell my ground shield and sell my trusty sword.
Monsters and bandits are a plague upon my business. Always a pleasure.
And there we go.
That looks promising. Any ideas as to how we might reach it?
I don't know what you're talking about. So is this the stables or
We're going
something?
this way now, I suppose. By your will.
It's not for us to gainsay the Arisen's judgment. We must go where we are bid.
Well, let's get back to it then. I don't know how to get to Melvin. So.
Why do you run so fast? I can hardly keep you in my sights, Arisen.
Let us endeavor to keep up, though we are less fleet of foot.
Really? Pawns are that much slower? Okay. Well, I cannot travel straight, so we will go.
I'm in awe of your powers of...
A flock of harpies draws near! We have no means of exploiting our enemy's weakness.
Ow! Damn it! Ow! I am in dire straits right now.
You are in need of healing. Allow me. Point right there.
Our number is unconscious.
Okay. Well, that's fine. You got it. Come on. Did we kill them or did we scare them off? I don't know
so
what happened.
close a call offers no solace in victory.
We ought to consider this a lesson. This is what befalls one who lets down their guard.
I mean, I got flanked. You guys weren't keeping up, so.
Raleigh! Reinforcements have come to head after.
So, ow. I guess that was their solution to the problem. There we go.
Focus. Battle continues.
Ow, I can't see shit with that thing. It's hard, huh? We good? I can't see very much shit, so, okay. Ugh. my vocation's rank too. That's something. We're making progress, I guess. But we'll keep going. Man, I need to get my vocation rank up. Well, let's see if we can get some. I want to get the advanced classes unlocked, and then maybe the hybrids. That's why I want to follow the main quest as much as I can. That said, really did not give you as much to sink your teeth in originally. They just went, nope, bigger wilderness, get to the town. Whereas the original, it's like, you start in your little fishing village, and there's a couple of things you can do around there. Fighting all sorts of things. Okay, so... this looks like some kind of graveyard. Yeah, Mata's resting place. Anything interesting on it? Yep.
Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
No harm in picking a few.
Yep. I'm not seeing as much healing herbs, but I'm also not looking for it exactly. Pig. Don't need to kill it.
Behold the state of the village. 'Tis a sorry sight indeed. The dragon truly is calamity incarnate. Mayhap a walk through the streets would help jog your memory.
Pitiable arisen. Hast thou forgotten thy destiny, thy charge? That is most unfortunate. But it doth not release thee from thy fate.
So I guess that's our dragon talking to us. Well, here we go.
Steel yourself! We shall
Ow.
Steal yourself!
retreat!
Come on. Ow. I was gonna try and grab onto the bomb and failed horribly. We just tested that. We know that doesn't work.
Can you hear me, sir? Sir, stay with me.
Okay. Okay.
Thank goodness. How are you feeling? This is the second time I've watched over you like this, isn't it? Pray, save your thanks. 'Tis only just that I should aid you in turn. After all, 'tis only by your courage that I live today. Had you not leapt between me and that dragon, I know you suffered for it. Such ghastly wounds. And I could not hear your heart beating. It was a miracle that you survived. Arisen? I'm afraid I don't understand your meaning. Does it have aught to do with why you were taken to the castle? They said 'twas so that your wounds could be treated, though I fear you have no memory of this either.
I am of the Border Watch. Someone with Arisen-like abilities came to this village, horn in tow. Know you aught of this?
Has he come for you? We are to part so soon, then. Mayhap you will visit me again someday.
Maybe.
Till then, take care. Arisen.
Ah, excellent. You must be the one. You match my soldier's description. I'm glad I found you. The ruler of Vermont, currently convalescing in the capital, became arisen here in this very village. If you claim the same, then word must be borne to the capital. I dispatched a missive before coming here, though I doubt the matter can be settled without your presence. Would you be willing to accompany me to the capital? If you truly are arisen. Oh, but forgive me. I scattered my soldiers in a bid to find you. I would not depart without them. We shall have to wait. Come to think of it, Sir Leonard was asking after you. Mayhap now would be a good time to speak with him. Last I saw, he was having a drink at the inn.
Well, I do need to go purchase some new skills. But yeah, it's kind of interesting that they decided to...
Have you some business with the apothecary, sir? Dreadful sorry if I was in your way.
What?
Oh, no. I'm not lost or naught, sir. You needn't worry yourself on my account. I'm an apothecary in training, you see. My family runs a little shop in Vernworth. So when I heard tell of a medicine only to be found in this village, I thought I'd come and fetch some for us. Made the journey all by myself as well, if you can believe it. But, well, as luck would have it, I've not enough gold for the medicine. 'Twill be a shame to return empty-handed after coming all this way. What? You'd do that? You'd get the medicine for me? Suppose there's no harm in that. If you... Seems my luck's not as rotten as I thought. I'll wait right here for your...
We could make the fruit roberant ourselves, or simply purchase some at Rune's apothecary here in Melf.
At last! It all...
Ah, well met. Hip.
Are you the guy I need to talk to about this stuff? I didn't put on it. Let's see. Salubrious fruit. Spell cutting. Bits of fruit. I don't know how to make this, right? We'll purchase one.
For some fruit roberant, are we? Between you and me, cuz, they're mighty easy to make. Simple as combining the ingredients, if you know what. Do come again.
We ought not tarry, but deliver what we have retrieved post-haste.
Yeah.
Hello again, sir. Say, have you brought some fruit roberant for me?
Deliver.
Oh, So this is what it looks like. Brilliant. Many thanks, sir. I haven't much to offer in return, but I'll be sure to tell Grandfather what you did for us. He'll want to reward you proper-like, I'll bet.
My heart light as a feather after that exchange.
Yeah. That does remind me. I forgot to equip the ring. There we go.
What am I to do? You ought to have returned by now.
Well met. You're the one who saved Ulrika's life, aren't you? She told me all about it. It was a very brave thing you did. I'm in your debt. Ulrika's as good as my daughter. Here, consider this a small token of my gratitude. Now, tell me, are you registered with a guild? Perhaps you already know this, but registering with a guild will grant you access to specialized training, which comes in very useful when pursuing a vocation.
Yep.
Well now, that won't do. You need only speak with the innkeeper to register. Go on, 'twill only take a moment. If there is aught you wish to know of vocations, mayhap I can advise you. 'Tis a vocation for those who seek to master the dagger. Such blades lack heft, though this grants them the advantage of speed. Thieves favor light armor, which leaves them more vulnerable. Their talents depend upon their finesse and ability to compensate for the length of their blade through sheer agility. Should you dedicate yourself to a vocation, you will find that new paths to master will open up to you over time.
So I need to rank up fully to get them, not just get to a specific story point to unlock them. Okay.
Try them, as you like.
That's fine.
Very well. There is no wrong choice in any, but I shan't take up any more of your time.
Oh.
Blood of you.
Ah, excellent find.
Here at the inn, we also offer changes of voc. I get so few customers, you see, that I can manage both roles myself. But enough about me. Did you need something?
Inns are expensive. No. Let's acquire some skills. I could get metal, which I get more defense. But I could also get my core skills of true deflect, but it's tusk toss. Yeah, that's fun. I do want that. It's kind of annoying that I can't, I can only, I only get 4 skills as opposed to the original 6, I think it was. Anyway. What do you have? Focus bolt. Yes, take the focus bolt. And what do you got? Levin is lightning. Palladium, what is this? Yeah. We'll take Levin. That's fine.
Always a pleasure.
Yeah, I know. Anything else I need to take care of while I'm here?
So this is where you've been. Come with me to the village entrance. The Watchhead's waiting for you.
I say we speak with anyone and everyone who springs to mind. You never know what sort of useful tidbits we might turn up.
Yeah, you say you think, but I got a marker here? I guess I gotta go up. Let's see what's at the top of this tower, huh? Anything use? Oh, this is our ballista. Did not do much.
This is a powerful weapon. A single bolt loosed from it would carry tremendous lethal force.
Oh.
This could grant us an edge in battle, if we use it well.
You know, there is a downside to letting pawns loot stuff. And that's if they get forfeit, I lose the gear. It's a problem, you know.
Can't say I've any tidings to share.
Okay. So let's check inside here, see if...
Well, you ought not strain yourself, not in your current state. Those burns could easily have killed you outright. I expect 'twill be some time before you fully recover.
Well. Treasure.
One Wakestone shard is a mere rock, but combined, they can work miracles.
We ought to keep it with care, lest we lose it.
Yeah. Son of a bitch. I made that turn too tight, and yeah. You know, I still stand that this game would handle way better without the Novo, like the DRM stuff. It just like this weird stuttering would not normally be happening, but you know, there's nothing I can do about it. Other than complain.
Oh, what does this say?
Huh?
Let's have a look then.
What are you wanting me to look at? You talking about that with lanterns? Okay, that's fine. It's whatever. Don't care too much. I'm gonna keep looting. Ooh, what's this? Some gold. See, this is why I'm just like, that inn is absurdly expensive. I just grabbed 350 gold. Like, how else am I gonna make money? Well, whatever. Let's just get going. We poked around a bit, so we'll head out now.
Didn't you hear me? The Watchhead's waiting.
Ah, you've returned. Good timing, too. I have questions for you. First and foremost, will you accompany me to my thanks? Are you ready to depart, or do you need some time to... Good.
We're gonna go.
Then let us be on our way.
We'll return here later, probably. It's going to be a long walk. I wonder what giant beasts I'm gonna have to fight this way.
We are none of us alike in vocation.
Our respective abilities are unique as well.
Let us utilize our individual strengths wherever possible. Goblins approach!
Son of a bitch!
Fall back, and I will heal you with the magic. Wait a minute.
Got you with a counter. Ow! Come on. So is that just an innate thing mages get now? It's not an equipped ability. Okay. I'm still trying to grasp some of these things. Hey!
You truly are formidable, Arisen.
Awesome! I can give high fives? I love giving high fives. That's fun.
There are useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here?
Probably, but I don't... Right. Ow!
I'm merely...
Splendid.
Come on. Man, these early levels are just coming fast and easy right now. Well, there's some healing, and that's good. Come on, get my health back. Doing alright. Doing alright. Someone shot him pretty good.
The Arisen is the lawful ruler of Vermund. So it has always been. To claim the title is to claim the throne. Yet, not all claim it.
Oh no!
Our kingdom sees many pretenders. They are not done.
Someone down him, please. I can't do much about it. They really made Harpy way more annoying. Gotcha.
Card all you want. Won't make a difference when I practice. See?
There you go. Man, someone just dropped that guy. Oh.
Fascinating way to end a foe. This will serve for a fine tale when I rejoin my master beyond the rift.
Truly?
Did our thief pawn just fall into the abyss? Because that would... Well, not abyss, but I mean into the water. Because that would suck. Don't really like having to... No. Okay, we're all here. We're all here and good, and it's not a problem. Let's make our way back to our... Oh, wait, do I need to get down there? Okay, how do I get down there? Safely is the question. Because I'm not seeing it.
I've got a good feeling about this one.
Well, let's, time to do some falling. This appears to be our way.
The obstacle blocks our way. Perhaps we might remove it by force.
If a ranged attack is needed, you can count upon my aim.
How did you guys
Might I be of assistance?
So, you guys ended up down here, and now we gotta find our way back to where we're going. Right? Right? What? I don't even know how you got down here other than falling. So. Not sure on that, but alright. Lead the way then. Oh! Whoa!
You are in need of healing. Allow me. Wait right there.
What the hell was... Someone launched them both, and I am not too sure on what. Yeah, I'm gaining more experience than discipline, and I do need a lot of discipline. Come on. So, this is my defend, but I just...
One might confidently call that a resounding victory.
We mustn't allow ourselves to become complacent.
So that's what that is.
Take
Okay.
each trial as it comes.
Yeah, we got more than enough. We got more than enough bodies right now. Still, I think we got turned around a bit. God, if I ended up in a loop of some kind, that's
Look, Master! Goblins!
yeah.
Most impressive, Master.
Can ill afford to glow over foe is not yet routed.
Resounding success.
Come on. There we go. Down and out. Gotcha. Ugh. Oh, that guy's huge. There. Nothing on the corpses? Okay then. God, this is some atrocious crap.
I will protect you.
Come on, I don't. Oh, did I get the 3? I don't know where I get the 3. Fist bump. Love to see it. Luckily, we haven't faced anything that's really doing a number on my wounds, but I really should consider
You
buying.
watch where you're going. You'll hurt yourself one of these days.
Oh, don't mind me. These things happen.
Mm-hmm. Well, let's try this again and see if we can keep going. I don't know where the knights ran off to. So, huh, what's over this way? Oh, we already been past here. Because we're now near Mel again? Yeah, they fell off a cliff and now we're all the way back where we
Oi,
were.
where do you think you're going?
Yeah, that is the question. I was following you guys and then you led me back this way. It's the whole thing. See, I'm just not going to deal because... Whoop, there goes my stamina. Need to stop running. I don't know. The graphics are good enough, it's just the...
I'll carefully conserve my strength and endeavor to survive every battle by way of sound strategy and defensive tactics.
Yeah, I don't care. I didn't want to get propositioned, okay? I just want to do what I'm supposed to do. So, is it up there is where I'm looking, or are we going into this cave? Ooh. Neat. Now where am I going? So we found our way up here.
One
but...
can see far to the distance from here.
We are alone here, methinks. Perhaps we might stop a moment and find our bearings.
You have my support.
We got some harspud and stuff, so. I'm just not gonna worry about those guys. I mean, I guess I might need to. We've got a bit of a tricky problem to deal with. If they're supposed to guide me, then what am I doing here?
You're welcome to take whatever you like from my pack, Master. I'd gladly see you put what I find to good use.
We're fine. Oh, did you guys get to teleport ahead of me? 'Cause that would be lovely.
Hold here a moment. I shall bid them open the gate.
Shit's about to get real. If I had to guess.
Who's that you've brought with you, Watchhead, sir?
An arisen, by all appearances.
An arisen? Another pretender, you mean? I see the Sovereign's ascension has done little to stop such charlatans from plying their trade.
'Tis uncertain. This one commands the loyalty of the pawns.
What? Impossible. You know as well as I do that there can be but one Arisen, and he's up in the palace.
I'm well aware of how preposterous the idea is, thank you. However, as I do not believe it my place to rule on such a matter, I will make my report to the capital. If the claim is false, we will be rewarded handsomely for our trouble. If the claim is true, however, who can say? All's been arranged. Come, let us pass through the gate.
I mean, there are several who would stand to benefit from the Arisen being out of the picture. A freaking cult in the first game, for one. Though they should have gotten exterminated. Both by the dragon and all that.
Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
And
No harm
also,
in picking a few.
it's possible for there to be multiple Arisen. It's just, most usually give up trying to kill, the dragon. They either attempt and then fail and strike the deal, or they give up their most, treasured one, and then...
An ox cart was meant to meet us, yet 'tis nowhere in sight. Aught may have befallen it.
Anyway, but, yeah. They get immortality, essentially, until the dragon is killed, in which case they will age to dust. So. Opinion. Don't mind me.
This is generally used as a material.
I'm sure we'll find a purpose for it in due time.
I would love to, well, I would love for one thing to have my recipes for these things, but for combining, but I don't know if I'll ever get that. Oh, Fulgur's Lord. Okay, I have picked up a lot of junk. Who grabbed that? Because I know that should be for you. It looks high 11. Oh. Interesting. Okay. But we're still all in our light encumbrances, so that's fine. But I will be getting closer. Normally I carry a stock of healing herbs on me, but I just have not.
Someone saw fit to camp here, it would seem.
Let us keep this place in mind for when night falls.
Yeah, night's gonna suck. I'm surprised we haven't hit night yet. So. Well, that's something.
Is everyone all right? More marks of the dragon's fury. Its rampage must have weakened the earth here.
I mean, no, there's probably something living under there. You just walked right out of that landslide. Kinda, huh. But, yeah.
I can't wait to find out what's inside. Goblins approached!
Yeah, I heard it. Come on. Anyone else? Well, we found our cart. Yeah, this is why I'm not too worried about vocations. Because, yeah, I need to level them up anyway. It's gonna be a bit for them. Come on. Ow.
Stay with me, Arisen. Look right back.
I do like those. They're fun. Anyway, I'm a little wounded. We're fine, though. No one
I dare say
grabbing
the cart shan't be traversing this. Onward! It might await us on the road ahead.
I'm not sure what that guy was. Just walked right past that goblin. Okay. That's how we do it, right? Yeah.
Too far for
There we go. Another one down. Come on. Good news is we're getting discipline, we're getting lots of things. Oh, but we're gonna do a lot of... So that's fine. What am I... Oh, okay. So I don't know if those are just... It's just like, oh, things spawn here. Or... This is why I like having archers. That way, I don't have to worry about flyers. We just get to kill them and move on, right? This should be some healing grass. Pity award.
I shall take this.
Yeah.
Now, what might that be?
We ought to take a closer look.
I don't know what you're talking about. Oh. Yeah, let's go check it out. We're in the area. Come on, let's keep fighting. We good? Good?
Well done, Master.
Perfect. I mean, not a perfect fight, but we got through it. That's good enough. Oh, what do you do? What do you got here? Salubrious drop. Drop. You know, just whatever. You know. So, this is showing as some kind of quest or point of interest, and I don't. I guess just because I did something here. I don't know. I'm curious. What do you have to say for yourself? Oh.
You're staring, Arisen. Has aught yonder caught your eye?
It's a bit weird getting back into the swing of things here. So. I guess there's nothing there. Whatever. We murdered a bunch of goblins. Man, this is just... I'm just amazed at how bad this looks compared to even the original game on low settings. Like, I don't know. Well, there's a campsite. We could make camp, but I don't really feel we need to. Ooh, green wash. I remember that being useful. We keep going, though. I want to at least get to the capital, right? Well, there's some Shrek-looking motherfucker. Let's keep going.
What's this? We're trapped.
Aren't you an asshole? Okay.
Why? A Cyclops! To think we'd encounter one here of all places.
Come on. Ow.
Quickly, Arisen. You must regain your footing.
I got set on hard. Come on.
Just one more push of the wing.
Down!
Strike fast and true, and our quarry shall fall.
Come on, let me get a little bit higher. Stab the eye. There we go. Come on, get me out of here.
Just for the flesh wounds. It's enough.
Stop that. Can't let my stamina drain like that. Damn it! I'm getting a bit of lag on this one. Maybe because of the problem. Come on.
Seems we have it ready.
Why cannot use their range to our advantage?
By your
Do not falter. We'll take every ounce of our strength. Can prevail.
Come on.
At last, it all becomes clear.
Yeah. Okay, are you down? So can I.
Was most effective. What does that sound? Fall back!
Let me hit the face. Come on, we got you. There we go.
Time to make the the people of Bergen that the Arisen is come.
You have my gratitude, sir. 'Twould seem I misjudged you. I had taken you for another Force Arisen. Goodness knows we see a lot of them. Yet the value you showed in coming to our aid has dispelled such thoughts. Here, take this, as a mark of my trust. Give it to one of the sentinels stationed at the gates to the capital, and you'll be granted an audience with Captain Brandt. You're free to make your own way to the capital now. I see no need to keep you under constant watch, and I'm sure you'll breathe a little easier as well, aye? Of course, if you'd rather continue to accompany us, you are still welcome to join us on the ox cart. 'Tis your decision.
I mean, I would, but I need to first loot the body. Anyway, where are you guys going?
Sunset draws near.
We shall have to rely on our other senses as the darkness robs us of our sight.
Ah, here's the cart now. Do you intend to join us?
Yes, I do.
Very well. Board the ox cart and we'll be off.
Mainly because it's getting to be dark. And that would suck.
That ladder looks promising, but we'll have to drop it down from above.
I'm in the ox cart. Anyone else getting in? Or am I just gonna be by my lonesome? Okay. Oh, this is fine then.
There are useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
Shall we see if there's all to be found while we're here?
Well, since I don't have it, since I really just... We're gonna doze off. No reason to stay awake and explore it. As your time. Time is ever flowing over this world, and the activities and behaviors of its inhabitants reflect this. People are unlikely to remain in the same place all day long. If here in the morning, night, or midday. To pass the time, you can either stay at an inn or make use of special seats found at doors locations. From nightfall, you will see no further. The ground at your feet, and the onset of darkness summons fearsome foes not seen there. Explore the wilderness after sunset at your own peril, and make sure you have a lantern in your pack. You don't have a change over time. It's just ripening and growing more flavorful. There are also items that, if allowed to age just long enough, will become more useful combining materials. However, you should keep a close eye on raw materials in particular. Yep. So that's both a good and a bad thing. Good.
Goblins! What rotten luck! We've need of your aid again, sir.
Well, I gotta get up. What is it? Right for lantern on. Here we go.
Courage! We've got goblins!
Get behind some.
Doused in oil! You must steer clear of fire!
There we go. Got you down. Who is throwing fire at me?
Victory!
Okay. Can I get back in the damn cart now?
Seems we drove them off. You've my thanks for aiding us. Vernworth isn't far from here. Will you join us the rest of the way? All right. Into the ox cart, then.
Yeah, okay. Look, you are gonna severe trouble at this rate if I'm not here. So. I guess I didn't complete my map because I dozed off. Yeah, the capital's gonna be laggy. See, this looks fine. Looks this is pre-rendered. Okay.
I was informed of your coming would be arisen.
Captain Brandt, this individual summoned a pawn through a rift stone. Several witnesses can attest to it. Though I admit I had my doubts at first. It would seem this is no mere deceiver.
This one's not a bad sort. Saved our hides on the way here.
As decreed by the great will of our world, there can only be one arisen. That arisen now resides within the palace. Indeed, he is our sovereign and the rightful ruler of Vermont. It follows, therefore, that this ruffian before us is naught but a pretender. You must submit to questioning. If you value your life, you will not attempt to flee. I shall conduct the interrogation myself. Stand watch outside. I beg your forgiveness for my insolence, Your Majesty. If the Queen Regent had learned of your existence, I fear your life would have been in peril. I had no choice but to treat you as a pretender, lest my actions draw suspicion from watchful eyes. Then you have truly lost your memory? In that case, mayhap I ought to explain the situation before we proceed. You, and no other, are the sovereign, the only legitimate ruler of this kingdom. Some days past, you confronted the dragon in the village of Melv, whereupon you became arisen. The people rejoiced, for our true liege had finally appeared, ending Vermont's long years of council rule. Yet, not all celebrated your coming. Your arrival would have robbed the Queen Regent Disa of everything. During the time of the previous consul, she acted as a queen in her own right, ruling the palace as she saw fit. And just after the consul's passing, when 'twas all but certain that her son would take his father's place, word reached the castle that the Arisen had been found. To Disa, your Majesty's very existence is naught but an obstacle to her own family's continued prosperity. The assassination of the Arisen is an impossible feat for mortal hands. Thus, Disa chose to abduct your Majesty while you recovered from your wounds, in order to rob you of your memory with a fell curse and sell you to Batal as a slave. Following that, she prepared a replacement to serve as the Sovereign in your stead, a mere puppet. However, with your Majesty returned, I have no intention of twiddling my thumbs as Disa plays her games. I shall devise some plans to further our cause. Pray, visit me a night in the tavern that we might discuss them.
Okay. Now we know we've got
This one's cleared of all suspicion and has my permission to remain in the capital. You are to trouble the good sir no further. Are we clear?
Well, that's good, I guess. Maybe. What's on this piece of paper? Come on. Let me over it. From the Batal, regard the scourge, the dragon. Matter was priority should the baleful creature hold at the border. Both stations are sworn to provide aid as well as assist the execution of the populace. Scouting missions as needed. Okay. Interesting. Well.
Pray forgive me, I'm in a bit of a hurry.
Consign it! Get back here!
What?
You there! Did you see an urchin in a cap run past just now? Can you tell me which way he went? Thought you could hide, eh? Oi! Halt!
See, I don't know the situation going on, so I will just comply. God, it's gonna be a little laggy in town. I know it is. That said, I have no reason to help him, Blair.
Hmm? Oh, 'tis you. You're the good sir who aided me in Melve. Thank you again, sir. You don't know how grateful I am to you.
Oh.
Oi, sir.
He started selling the medicine he gave me. That's
well met,
great.
sir. Forgive my presumption, but were you the one who gave my granddaughter that medicine in Melve? I thought so. She's not stopped talking of her adventure since she arrived home. You have my sincerest thanks for
I'm
aiding her.
amazed she got here as fast without traveling with us.
That girl's always running off on some fool's errand or other, for all my chiding. Once she gets an idea under her bonnet, there's simply no talking her out of it. Now listen, 'tisn't much, but I'd fain offer you a discount on my wares. Pray, make good use of it, won't you?
Sweet. See, this is why I like helping people. Sometimes it's like, hey, we'll give you a discount. Yes.
Welcome and well met. Don't think I've forgotten your discount now. I'll knock a few gold pieces off aught you buy. So spend away.
What's the ornate box? Something small can be stored within the eternal compartment. I have a 20% discount. That's cool. Let me get my mouse out of there. There's a bit of lag on that. Fine. And what's salubrious? It's a fair amount. Okay. Well, let's do that, and that'll do for me.
Hey, my good sir.
In my line of business, patience is key. Always a pleasure.
Thank you. Man, glad I could help her getting a discount, man. Scratch my back, I scratch yours. That's the whole thing, you know? Well. Hang on.
I've all manner of arms for sale. Come, have yourself a look.
You can enhance my equipment. Requisite materials at hand, you can enhance your equipment at the shop. Oh, consider enhancing your equipment before your level and fighting, according to your level fighting style. Several styles of smithing used in enhancement. Each one produces a different result, such as moderate, all-around improvement, or significant increase to minor might. Oh. Choose the style that is compatible with your preferred equipment and approach to combat. Wait, what is your Vermundian? Favors a tried and true method that moderately enhances all attributes of a piece of equipment. Oh. Well then. That's nice. So I don't need any, I can just pay and upgrade everything a tier. So let's... That does beg the question, though, if things can still get Dragon Forged. I much prefer a balanced approach anyway, so... Then I need rabbit pelts. Oh, I have the goblin horns required for this, so yes. And we have the cinnamon bark to upgrade that if I really wanted to. Anyway. Let's upgrade your stuff. Because, yeah, main pawn needs to be awesome. See, you're not equipped with it, so it's fine. Anyway. I did do something a little dumb. So, let's see. I could take the broadsword and upgrade that. That would be a choice. Cutlass is even better. We could put on a cutlass, go with that. The anchor to heaven is very good, so that would be nice. Anything? So you're offering a bunch of weapons, and I should do this. I should, but I think for now I need to find armor. I really want armor.
Welcome to Bjorn's Armory. You'll find only pieces of... and quality is what you need if you want to survive. So before you check the price...
Okay, I can take the iron helm for... That's expensive, but I do think that's not a bad investment. What is... Yes, then I could pick up plate. Or the Grand Surcoat. Guardian plate is... I could buy it, but then I don't have enough money for pants. Speaking of pants, what do you got? It's boots here, patrollers, guardian. Yeah. Okay. Well then. Huh. So let's go a little cheap. So we'll get that. We'll see what I can do with some of the lowest end gear that I can get. It's gonna run me a lot here for it. So doing that, and then we put on the Voyager's cape. Yeah. This is what we're gonna do, because I really... Yes.
Just remember, mine's...
And now I need to sell all the stuff I was carrying. Savagery. See, nothing here is going to be worth a ton of money. Yeah. Well, then, that'll actually sell a lot. But I'm actually over encumbered, but I probably should just deposit some of this stuff. You know? I don't know what I want to do, actually. So, okay.
Die early deaths. Hope to see you again.
Our packs are heavier.
I've brought you a gift. Will you...
Oh. Interesting. Shuriken, huh? What is that? What does that do for me? It was the pawn to use curatives on Arisen and other allies on their own initiative. Oh. Wow. That. Huh. I want to see some other specialization. But that does sound nice. That sounds real nice. What was I going to do? I had some ripe apples. Oh, and that's not recovering my loss. Interesting. Interesting. Okay. I need to find the guild or just find some way to make money reliably right now. Pawn guild.
Interested in my wares?
What are you offering me?
Go on, have a look.
Oh. Can use it to change things. This is all rift crystals. Okay. It's all cosmetic stuff.
Pleasure doing business with.
Well.
I have nothing further to add.
Okay.
Tell is vermin.
Well, that's fine.
I am attentive and loyal, and prefer to remain by your side. In battle, I shall follow your lead and prioritize support. Where ought we to go now?
That is fine. Nothing I really need to do here. Huh? Forgotten rift stones, huh? That's
A troubling rumor has reached my ears, and methinks I ought to share it. It is said there is an illness pawns can contract beyond the rift that inflicts unspeakable harm on those around them. As it progresses, the pawn gradually loses all self-control, and in time will even cease to heed the Arisen's commands.
Indeed. Well, we shall have to remain watchful, lest one of our company should start showing signs of this sickness.
Well, that's annoying. If I have to deal with my pawn's turncoating
There's
on
a
me.
ladder. Shall we see where it leads?
We ought to put it to good use.
Well, there's the inn, so that's fine.
Well met. You will soon forget the fatigue of a long journey when treated to the foremost hospitality.
So I'm gonna deposit my miner shirt because I've upgraded it. I might as well. You know? I don't particularly feel the need to sell those, but I probably should dump a lot of this stuff in there. Let's see. Oof. Yeah. We get some rotted shit. That is very interesting. We'll put the Churgeon's Tome away. All of those.
See, in all Vernworth.
Okay, you don't. You're not.
You know where to find me.
So you're not in charge of all of the guild stuff. That's fine, I guess. So let's see what's over this. What's this?
A treasure chest. Shall we see?
Greetings. Welcome. Here we conduct all manner of procedures pertaining to vocations. If there is aught I may assist you with, simply say the word.
Oh, what can I do with this? Secret. 240 of these tokens are scattered across the land. Oh. Special rewards. So this is gonna be the fairy stone. Cool. I do like that. Ring of Hemons, Dowsing Spikes, Twilight Sky. Okay. For all of them. Slightly boost discipline gained from defeating foes. Hmm. Well, I do have more discipline. I can get stuff. What is Compass Slash? Interesting. Springboard's a fun little thing, but I do like me some Compass Slash. Yes. Yeah, the problem is that it's all set off of Xbox orientation, and I'm using a Switch controller, so it's a little bit of a problem there. We're working our way through. What does this do? Oh, cool! I like it. True Deflect. I suppose we can get the metal augment. Slot it in. Why not? Okay. Oh. So this is support, so I do want it. We will put that on. We also have Frigor. Oh. Yeah, I remember that spell. We do want it. Quick spell would be nice and levitate. Okay, so we're gonna take quick spell. And we'll take levitate. Not that it's gonna matter too much, but I do want it. We don't need her augment. So we will take Frigor and equip it. So now... Oh! So, because we've reached rank 3 in this, we've unlocked the warrior and the sorcerer, I guess. We're in sorcerer. Okay. Yeah, the one thing that kind of sucks about them... What are you at? Rate at which items deteriorate. Ooh, that's nice. Yeah, that is something. We get hammers? Interesting. So, metal, I'll get provocation. Thew, which is good. I do like being able to carry more shit. Cool.
Forgive me, but I'm afraid we are not accepting registration for warriors or sorcerers at this time. You see, as we currently have no archer staves or greatswords on hand, we are unable to outfit new members. And we cannot simply purchase more, as the delivery of arms intended for the local armory and other guilds in this domain was plundered by goblins. So regrettably, I cannot assist you. Unless you were to procure a weapon yourself, that is. Let me see. What else can I tell you of our guild? Certain vocations are unavailable. Let me see. What else can I tell you? Methinks Roderick will be able to tell you aught of. He runs the local armory. And we purchase. May fortune smile upon you, sir.
We should begin by asking ourselves, where is it, and how can we get it? It seems Sir Roderick is the one to talk to. Shall we go and speak with him? Follow me, Master, if you would. I'll bring you to the one you seek.
I know where he should be.
A guide is most welcome. Now we shan't lose our way.
Hoi, friend. Klaus sent word that you've agreed to rescue some of my pilfered equipment. I'd be grateful for aught you can reclaim, truly. Fair warning. Goblins are behind these ox cart raids, I've since learned. No doubt they're hoarding the stolen arms in their den. From the tell of it, their lair lies somewhere along the Western Road. Pray do be careful. If aught were to go awry, 'twould weigh heavily on my heart. Losing my wares for good would make me sore. But no sack of gold can compare to a fellow life, eh?
Yeah, we're fine. I am outfitted in much better shit. So. I am going to get out of
Isn't
here.
it about time we had ourselves a meal? Mayhap we ought to pay a visit to Trevo Mine and search for the armourer's wares. I know the way. Follow me.
Guide is most welcome. Now we shan't lose our way.
Come on. I think I figured it out too. We're going places first. Well, maybe I went a bit of a roundabout way, but we'll get there. We're back in early morning, right? Hopefully we're not midday or late.
Words fail to capture the awe I feel standing atop this bridge.
It must be very old. I wonder when it was built.
I do. Can I use, Really? It will not recover, so I can't recover my loss anymore. Okay. So that's annoying.
Goblins approach!
Risen! Are you alright?
That drained my stamina real fast.
That was a sight to behold!
I am just getting my ass beat because of this. Ugh. What was going on with that? Did I just let my stamina deplete without actually paying attention to it? Must have.
Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
No harm in picking a few.
Come on. So, sadly, it apparently was night. When you give
new
me a...
destination calls to you, I take it. Oh, say no more. I look forward to seeing where you take us.
Ow?
Here isn't a guide our path. We have but to follow.
Come on, are you... What happened?
One of us has been drenched.
Ow!
How do you like that?
What the hell? I was not expecting night to fall, and that really fucked me. But it's just like, oh, it's the next morning. And then I'm just like, I barely did anything in town, and it's already fucking night again. Oh, God. I know well enough not to fight at night. Just seriously.
Mayhap we ought to pay a visit to Trevo Mine and search for the armourer's wares.
Yes.
I can guide you there if you wish.
in your hand, sir. Much obliged.
Hang on. I can't see shit. We're too late in the day, and if I sprint everywhere, well, we're fucked anyway. We're gonna be fighting in a mine, so it doesn't matter too much.
Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
That is another
Shall we see
cycle.
to be found while we're here?
At least that's my thoughts. I can't see shit, so I'd prefer not to fight it.
You are in need of healing. Allow me. Wait a moment.
Yeah.
Our foe has been thrown off balance.
Come on.
Time to strike. The next attack is no less hurtful.
Am I getting attacked by wisps? I am screwed because I am, yeah. Yeah, because I guess those are wisps of that here?
Well said.
Come on. Let me try and revive. Again, I can't see shit and we're getting attacked by so many things. Ugh. I do not want to fight at night, but it was just like, I can take a Cyclops. I can't take wisps attacking with the Cyclops. Ugh. Like, we took almost half its health, and then I got shredded by the wisps or whatever those things were. Not much.
Mayhap we ought to pay a visit to Trevo Mine and search for the armorer's wares.
What I need is...
I can guide you there if you wish.
I need a campsite is what I
The
need.
guide is most welcome. Now we shan't lose our way.
No, we need to get back out of here. I can't see shit at night.
If you are in need, I must serve.
Like, I have taken too much loss gauge, and, again... Night fighting sucks.
Mayhap we ought to pay a visit to Trevo Mine and search for the armorer's wares. I know the way. Follow me.
I know it
The
as
guide
well.
is most welcome. Now we shan't lose our way.
But again... I can't see shit out there, and it's just gonna get me killed. Put the damn sword away. We don't need it out right now.
I've just recalled a little tidbit I heard from the locals.
Regarding the Vermundian military, yes?
Indeed. Tell is, there's been a shift in the chain of command.
Come on. I guess I'll get over to the inn.
Might as well take a look while you're here, eh?
But just, it feels so wild to me. Inn is so expensive.
Good evening, sir. I trust you fared all right on the roads. Just
Getting proper rest is an important duty.
Especially with, like, God, how am I supposed to get money for this stuff? Like,
I
this
feel refreshed
gear.
and ready for a new day.
Come. We've much to be getting on with.
Oh, I don't know about you, but I am full of vim and vigor.
Yeah, we'll see how long it lasts. Man, they really kind of nerfed the shit out of healing items. I'm not a big fan of that. Like,
Look,
yes,
Master, a treasure chest. We shall have to find a way to reach it.
But I used to just keep a stock of curatives just for the sake of recovering my max health. But that's not really an option in this game. It's kind of wild that this clips through my shield like this cape. So. It's just, again, it's so wild to me how graphics intensive this game is, that it looks like this. When I can run, like, lots of other games.
We are none of us alike in vocation.
Our respective abilities are unique as well.
Let us utilize our individual strengths wherever possible.
Come on. Oh. I went off to it.
Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
Shall we see if there's all to be found while we're here?
Like, I know why, in the original, like, the reason they made it so magic could only heal up to a certain amount was specifically because otherwise it would be just way too powerful. Got. Okay.
Any last words?
Oh, shit. Scaling the wrong spot. Come on.
I'll save you.
Fight with level head.
Got you. You're
This room has one secret.
I cannot use their rage to our advantage.
Yeah, I'd love to do something about it. Eggs, but I can't. Anyway.
Focus.
Do not give up hope. Help will come.
Come on. Let me get down onto his face.
Focus. A moment of indecision may spell our doom.
Alright, have you fallen or... I need to first recover this pawn.
I am saved. Thank you. We've an opening. Focus your attacks.
Strike fast and true, and our quarry shall fall.
I would not stand there if I were you. Ow. I also would not have stood where I was if I could have up to his panel.
First and foremost, we want to knock it off balance. Through the punch the target when lying prone.
This battle will demand all our strength. We must stand together if we are to seize victory.
Come on. Let's heal. Woo! Come on.
Our foe has been thrown off balance.
No better time to strike.
A focused attack will hit this foe.
And I'm underneath it. That's fine. And into the yard.
When enraged, this creature is capable of calamity strength.
How are we meant to attack it without conquering it?
Oh no, don't care.
Put an end to this foe, master.
Ow! Just, that was a quick set. You should be dead though. But you've got no health. Great! Oh god. That was a lot. More health, more stamina. Good stuff. I think we still have the old situation of, like, you get different stats based on what class you are when you're leveled.
Goblins, master!
We have no means of exploiting our enemy's weakness.
Ow! Son of a bitch!
I knew you would prevail, master.
Our foe is not generosity. A resounding success.
Come on, keep going. I'm shit kicked out of me. Oh. I need better gear. But okay, there's a destructible bridge here. I don't want that bridge to get destroyed.
Now, there's a worthy prize. If only 'tweren't so far away.
That's fine. Wait. Oh, that shows up on my... Is that because I have a thief in my party that I can see the stuff?
Let me get that.
You know, I might just show off. Like, there's a part of... No, this is a campsite. There's a treasure... Oh! Man, if I had been able to reach this, things would have been much easier. Sweet remote. Okay, blah blah. That's good. Man, I wish that if they're gonna go this route and be all like, no, you absolutely need to use campsites and stuff. I really wish they reduced loss.
I can't wait to find out what's
You know?
inside.
Like, I've only been in 2 fights and look at how much health I lost. Granted, I got the shit kicked out of me. But, you know. Not a ton I can do about that, really.
Do not despair! I'm coming to your aid!
Go where your help is needed.
What the hell? You just... that's not good. How are you guys tougher than goblins, huh?
Product of heedlessness.
Is anyone able to aid our comrades?
Do my
Come on.
eyes deceive me? Or has our foe multiplied? Our battle will never be done at this rate.
Forgive me for being a burden arisen.
Come on. That's not what I wanted.
You ought not to be so careless.
Come on, where are you? See, if my matron had not decided to engage in that combat, maybe shit wouldn't have gotten so bad and she wouldn't have fallen. Oh well, I didn't get beat up, so I guess it's not a big deal, but...
Come to think of it. Different luck. Oh, that was a sight to behold.
house.
My curative magics are at your disposal.
Yep.
Wait a moment.
Everyone's healing up, right? We good? We good? Probably. Anyway. We go into the mine.
Pray, allow me to open yon chest.
Stoutness extract.
I'd wager there's ought to be found here.
We ought to take a closer look.
Ow! Come on. Okay. Lantern on. Let's go. Oh, she ranked up
Dare I
before.
say it? We trounced our foe well and true.
We mustn't allow ourselves to become complacent. Take each trial as it comes.
Yeah. It's fine. I do find it amusing. It's like, oh yeah, mages just uniquely can just cast healing. Because it was just such a vital thing. Okay.
A flawless execution.
Let us aim for greater precision with our next attempt.
Oh,
We've got goblins!
We have no means of exploiting our enemy's weakness.
Come on. Oh no, get me out of there.
Too fast for you.
What are you? Are you a hobgoblin of some kind? Don't matter, I got you dead.
Ahead of ourselves. The battle continues. A resounding success.
We good? Looks like we cleaned up most of it. That dash strike is still very good. Okay, so it's clearly lighting effects that are really causing problems. Some of these particles do. Because we're not having as bad of a time lag while everything
This
is
boulder looks mighty heavy, but we might just be able to move it if we combine our efforts.
Shall we set it rolling?
Oh, there's no point. Is that just the point of interest on the map whenever it pops that up or something? I don't know. Son of a bitch, it wouldn't let me dash off the thing, so I gotta
Quick, douse the flames.
torch to the face.
Stay with me, Arisen. Wait right there.
Good. There's treasure chest right on the other side of the spot. Let's go find our way to it then, I guess. Hopefully. Wait. Oh?
Uncommon materials can be found here, methinks.
Well spotted.
Cool.
Shall we see what we can find?
I don't remember those being a thing like this in the original, like in DD1. But I am fascinated.
To charge ahead may be to rush headlong into danger.
Let us take care to move as one.
Oh, what for the trick of the light?
Well, there's a slate-colored horn I needed to upgrade this thing again, right? Oh, we can do that. Ring of Cooling, huh? I don't know what that does. I don't know what a lot of these things do. But it doesn't matter. We're going to collect as much as we can collect. So I guess they decided to, rather than worry about the double jump thing, they just gave me the option to, like the core skill, to save myself from falls with my shield a little bit. And that's kind of nice, I guess. Doesn't necessarily mean I can get places.
My aim is through.
Nicely done.
That's not really what I wanted, but okay.
Fire must be put out in our comrade burns.
It's fine. Die. Let's get you revived. I'm gonna have to look at replacing some of these pawns now.
Where would I be without you, Arisen?
Mainly because they're just not leveled enough for me now. That we're, I'm 10, and that means a lot of things around me. Like, things that could be dangerous to me is kind of lethal to my pawns that are not leveled with me. The support pawns, so... no, we'll see. We'll see! Oh! More ore! Some copper. I do appreciate that. I don't know. We're in a complete cave system, and this is something, all right. I have no idea which way I'm going in here, but it's going to be interesting. So, like the fact that this is functioning as well as it is. Again, if it wasn't for Denova, I think this game would actually be able to run pretty competently. But this feels very sluggish in so many ways. That's another destructible bridge. And that's did someone break my damn bridge?
Let me get that.
Some more silver and some copper. See, this is good for just getting supplies. I
Look,
get
Master,
silver.
a chest. We must find a way to open it.
Is a vexing thing. It's so painful yet to be unable to open it.
Ow! I'm sorry, what just happened there? It's like... something set that off, and I don't know what it was. Oh, really? Monster bodies don't decay anymore. Well, they do. I wonder if that means they ported the bitter black mechanic of, hey, corpses will attract some things. Now I gotta figure out where it was. Okay, this is not too much time lost. Not too much. So, let's figure out how that exploded. And
Methinks there are rare materials to be found hereabouts.
Well spotted. Shall we see what we can find?
Okay. We grab this one, and then we try not to fall again.
What could yon chest be hiding? I must know.
Let us hope your curiosity will be rewarded.
Goblins approach!
We have no means of exploiting our enemy's weakness.
Was that my mage that blew us up then? Because that's what it seems like it was.
You are in need of healing. Allow me. Wait a moment.
I don't care at this point. There we go. There's three of them.
So soon? Why, we seem to have come through unscathed.
We mustn't allow ourselves to become complacent.
Whoa,
take each trial.
You're like to grow overburdened if you keep picking up every little trinket you find.
Yes, I know. But there's, you know, much to be found here, unfortunately. I don't need to sell a lot of this crap, won't I? Yeah. I'm also carrying... So, I picked up the greatsword, and I think that really did set me off. Where is that, by the way? I don't see... Ah, there it is. This thing is heavy. So, we're going to give that over. We'll both set it average. And that will satisfy my needs.
I'll carefully conserve my strength and endeavor to survive every battle, but...
Come on.
Come to think of it, the private quarters of one Arisen I served had many a visitor, and rarely the same one.
Okay, I need to... How do I look at the tutorial, then?
Fascinating.
Is that a thief thing, and do they have to get to certain ranks in it? What does it mean to me? You just died.
Here and now.
There's a lot of things I'm picking up, though, because I need to sell or just use. You know? So, do what you can. And some of these will be useful for upgrading stuff. Well, that's how that circles back there, but it's not particularly what I want to do.
Anything for you, Arisen. Off I go.
Okay, why can't... I mean... Let me figure out how to get into that thing, now. Lockpicking is what I want. Find the stores will open at a particular time of day or once you progress a certain point. Sorry. Well, let's check the quest and see if I... So I need to get another... I need to find the Archstaff, which I don't know where that would be.
We are none of us alike in location.
Our respective abilities are unique as well.
Let us utilize our individual
Let's fall
strengths
back.
wherever
It's
possible.
fine. Because again, we need to find what I'm looking for, and I don't. Sure. Oh, this is safe. It looks like. Hang on. Yeah! Shield fall. Come on, man.
The curative magics are at your disposal. Wait a moment.
I am saved. Thank you, Arisen.
Yeah, the shield slam is something, alright. So I thought we were to check that chest. Oh, is this the one we need? Come on. Let me check it.
Shall we be off? We've a report to make.
Yeah, we got it. Cool. I can now switch jobs into the warrior.
Found an Archistaff and great sword both. What say we bring them to Sir Klaus?
Yep.
I know where that person can be found, Master. This way.
No, I can't.
We're in your hands, sir. Much obliged.
I can't fast travel yet. But I'm going to probably try and sell most of this copper and steel. Like copper and silver. Just because, yeah, should sell for a good chunk. Though we might have to make a camp on the way. We'll see if we're going to get lucky or not.
It's taking every ounce of my strength just to remain standing. Will this march never end?
I only hope we don't encounter any foes.
Quit your bitching. Not my fault. You got fucked up as much as you did. That was because you decided to jump in on fights that you were nowhere near. So, how do I tell what time of day it is? That is an important...
I feared we might never escape that face.
Such dark depths take their toll on the spirit.
I quite agree.
Quit complaining. You got it. Okay. So, let's... This looks evening-ish. Yeah, I think the sun's setting. So, where was that camp we passed by earlier? Is that what I need? Campsite. Here. Okay, so we need to get over to that campsite. And then we'll probably take a rest there. Normally I wouldn't fear the night, but I am so underpowered and underleveled compared to what I am. What I need to be. That... At this point, I don't think I can risk making the run back. That and, again, this place is a lot more mountainous than, the area you were in.
There's ought to be found here.
We ought to take a closer look.
Yeah, than the place you were in DD1. Like, that place was relatively flat to a certain extent. Like, at least around the capital. This is very hilly. Such a thing. But, yeah, I think we're gonna... Wait. Screw it. I think we might be able... Then again, with the Cyclops dead, we might be able to just make the sprint in. Because assuming everything I've done stays dead, we can just go for the sprint. We can get back and we can see what it is. I'm still surprised we don't have the Strider and, like, we don't have the other, like, advanced classes. We also don't have the Master classes, but I guess those might be. Because I need to get higher. Deer? Well, that's a buck, technically, but you know what I mean. So let's go turn this stuff in. I remember they just hid those Seekers things all over the place. Just finding them was a whole
Wasn't
thing.
there aught we had to deliver to someone hereabouts?
We need only pass our burden into the hands that await it.
True enough.
So.
Wares of every ilk.
Mm-hmm.
I've just recalled a little tidbit I heard from the locals.
Regarding the Vermundian military, yes?
Indeed. Tell is, there's been a shift in the chain of command.
I think it's about time I dismiss my pawns and then we'll see what we get.
This ladder looks sturdy enough to climb.
Ah, excellent find.
Well, I'll be. Is that one of my wares I spy on you? Good on you, sir. I expect these goblins are feeling mighty sore right now. Have you been to see Klaus yet? You'll be able to have him change your vocation. I appreciate you stopping by, but a lone weapon won't save my business. 'Tis yours. Take it to Klaus with my blessing. Go on, off with you.
Well, I also want to sell some things. Specifically, where is this? Okay, so these are worth decently. Okay, okay. Well, first off, let's see. Oh, I need scrap iron. I don't have scrap iron? Shit. Well, that's a problem. So. You get ranger tights. Okay, when did you find ranger tights? Can you equip these?
What buying?
Why, you there. Your presence is requested at the tavern this evening.
Okay. That's fine, I guess. Well, I want to go talk to the guild, and then we'll go talk to the tavern.
Good tidings, sir. How fares your retrieval of those plundered weapons? Oh-ho! You have procured an archer staff, I see.
An archer staff?
Most excellent. You may now change your vocation to sorcerer, if it pleases you, sir. However, if you wish to register as a warrior instead, you will need to acquire a greatsword. Good tidings, sir. How fares your retrieval of those plundered weapons?
Yep. I really want to figure out how we unlock the others.
Marvelous! You have acquired both an archer staff and a greatsword. You may now change your vocation as desired, sir. What's more, I bear glad tidings. 'Twould seem our arms shortage is at an end. I dare say the armory will be resupplied anon.
Moment long awaited. I knew
A resounding success.
a laudable result. Just what I would expect of the Arisen.
We mustn't grow complacent.
Have you business with the guild, sir? I should be glad to assist you.
Let's see if you've got anything out of it. Oh, I can upgrade to Burst Strike. That's fun. Gouging Skewer. What's this do? Ooh. That sounds fun. I like it. So, I want this, but I also like Gouging Skewer. I think that's going to be my last. We're going to take that, equip it. Yeah, since I can't do anything with. I really don't care for the defensive stuff. Let's look. Enhanced counter. When using defend, while enchanted, automatically counter. Okay, I need to get enchanted. What does provocation do? I get targeted more often, and that's not important right now. We will take Burst Strike, however. Yeah, that seems more important to me. Oh, we can take high 11 and so many other things. Celerity, what's this do? Boost speed of allies within range. Okay, that's fun. Fun. What is Imperium? Deals immediate damage to nearby targets. The light remains for some time if the attack concludes. Oh, okay. So that's... So I can learn either high flagellation or high 11. Either is good. Prophism. Beatitude. Yes. Like, there's no way I'm not taking that. Oh. We're not going to trade you into it, but I will unlock it. That's my plans there. Oh, okay.
Always a pleasure.
Did you just kind of offload that stuff on me? What did you... No. Hang on. Okay. Yes, you did. Well, you're gonna, better equipment for you. So, Pilgrim's Tights. You got some. Can you equip the Ranger's Tights? No, you can't. Okay, that's fine. Yeah. Well, that's an interesting thing. So now she should be pretty set for stuff. For now. So. Good on you, I guess. Well, let's make our way to the tavern, see what the plan is for dealing with my usurper. I mean, I'm technically the usurper, but it is what it is. Well, I have found my way into the wrong side of the bar there. That was funny.
Well met, sir. Fancy a gander?
Your Majesty, your timing is impeccable. I just thought to call for you. 'Tis not a matter for prying ears. Pray, let us speak out here.
Where are we going? Tomorrow there'll be better stuff. I really would like a place I could stay where I'm not spending, but... Oh, okay. So this is more private, I guess?
When last we spoke, the palace is filled with the Queen Regent's sycophants. Should Disa denounce your Majesty as a false arisen, few would elect to doubt her. Yet if we are to prove your identity, I believe there is no occasion more suitable than the coronation. It was delayed so that the sovereign, that is, the false arisen, could convalesce in the palace, but the date has now been set. The central players in the court ought all be in attendance. 'Twould be a fine opportunity to display your Majesty's power. None would be able to deny that you are the true arisen then. There is a problem, however. Entry to such an event is limited to the chosen few. Only select members of the nobility and citizens who have contributed greatly to Vermont's continued prosperity will be granted entry. If your Majesty is to be counted among them, you will need to attend to a number of tasks. Pray, allow me to summarize them for you. The citizenry have called upon my soldiers to cull monsters that plague the land. I dare say, 'twould be a fine contribution were you to accomplish these tasks unaided. What say you? Might I ask for your cooperation in this matter? I thank you, Your Majesty. There are 3 locales that I've seen significant. The first is Trevo Mine, to the northwest. We've had reports of goblins swarming in great numbers.
Well, that'll probably open the door in there.
Next is Half Village, west of Burnworth. I believe soldiers have already been dispatched to cull an infestation of saurians there.
Yeah.
Finally, There is a call for someone to locate a group of soldiers tasked with delivering freight. They were last seen crossing the second bridge on the eastern edge of Vermont.
Off we go then. There are beasts.
There is much we ought to tend to if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim as a true Arisen.
That's fire.
You will need to infiltrate the palace to gather evidence of Deeza's misdeeds. I hesitate to ask something so dangerous of you, yet I fear we have few other options. I have attempted to do the same through my own channels for now, though I have yet to uncover so much as a whisper of her plots. Would that I could undertake the task myself, but my station prohibits me from reckless action. What say you, Your Majesty? Might I ask this task of you? I shall ensure that the door to the Queen Regent's office is open between midnight and dawn. Pray use that time to conduct your investigation.
Well,
there is
that's
much
great.
we ought to tend to if we are to strengthen Your Majesty's claim. Of all those who serve the Queen Regent, there is but one who I have no doubt will lend his support to Your Majesty's cause. I refer to Waldar, a magistrate. Many a time has Deeza demanded Waldar amend the code of Vermont to her own benefit, and many a time has the magistrate refused her, for he is loyal to none but the spirit of the law. As a result, he now sits in a cell beneath the palace. Our laws dictate that Your Majesty is our rightful ruler. Thus, as the staunchest supporter of the law known to the palace, I'm quite confident that Waldor will be willing to vouch for Your Majesty. What say you? Might you be willing to aid me in arranging the magistrate's release?
I mean, if you're going to ask me to break in, I mean, why not?
I've prepared a means for you to enter the palace dungeons. Pray, take this. This mission demands the utmost secrecy. Prithee be cautious, Your Majesty. Should you be discovered, I will be unable to lend aught in the way of aid.
Over here!
Welcome to the Star Drop. We serve all manner of fine ales here. Shall I pour you a cup to start you off?
God, I need a lot of money.
Sit back, relax, and enjoy the finest brews in all of Vernworth.
Well, I think we're at the point where I need
Master, idle chatter shan't do our cause any good.
Okay, I need to double check it. I think you're level 5, but let me double check before I start just dismissing all my pawns. So, Tank is level 1. I need to dismiss it. Subasa is level 5. I should also dismiss him. I'll do that. Okay. So, I guess they did, yeah. So they decided to cut down what options you have compared
I'll
to the
carefully
original.
conserve my strength and endeavor to survive every battle.
Dismiss and you know what? Let's give you that.
I dare say, I've accomplished a few feats.
That's fine. And now I need to get rid of Subasa. Where is Subasa? Oh. Stop running around. Damn it. What are you
This
doing?
way, if you please.
I don't need to follow you anywhere.
I'm all talked out, Master. Perhaps another time.
Dismiss, and I will give you an apple.
Would that I could stay with you forever.
Anyway, I need to go stop by the inn. As much as that was an inn, I need one I can actually use. Is this the end? This is the end.
Good evening, sir. I trust you fared all right on the roads, despite the hour.
A good sleep will ensure we are prepared for the morrow.
There we go. Okay. So, with that said, that's what we're going to call this. I think the, Bonus return to me on the rift. Oh, cool.
A perilous journey I've had arisen. When that griffin came upon us, I feared we were done for.
Interesting. You fought a griffin?
I feel refreshed and ready for a new day.
Alright, when you're in, your main pawn prevails within the rift. Upon the return, your pawn will hand you a concise written report reflecting your... So what do I have? I've got some rift. I still got some good RC. I need to do that. What is my main? So this is X to view my travel log. Well, you showed that up, but it's just like, oh, that's how you look at things, and I'm like, I want to see log updates, not that. Okay. Unfawn revived. Okay, so this is my... Okay, yeah. Good. Anything I can do with this. We've killed 126 goblins. That's not bad. 14 harpies, 2 cyclops, hobgoblins. Okay. Save and continue. Well, actually, save and return to time screen. So, that is, that's what this game performs at basically minimum settings. I mean, you see how much this did. It was playable, but it was a little rough, you know? So that's why I'm probably not going to stream this game. It's not a pleasant game to watch. And it's not going to get much better once I get to the higher end stuff. But, you know, it's fascinating. It was a fun little jaunt we made to our first starter quest. And we unlocked the first 2 classes. We still have to get the advanced stuff. We have to get the other 2 advanced classes. We have to get the hybrid classes. You know, we got to get all that stuff unlocked, I assume. So, anyway. Yeah. Tomorrow, we'll be playing Princess Peach Showtime. And I think that might be what we play on Saturday and Sunday, because I cannot subject people to more of this low quality while streaming. I mean, it's just... I'm going to have fun with it in my own time, but God, I can understand why this would not be for most people to watch, you know? So, that said, yeah. Monday will be Great Ace Attorney. Tuesday we might start Rhapsody. We'll see where that goes. Next Thursday, I don't know what I'm going to do. We'll see where things go. As I said, everything's a lot up here. So, that said, hey, hope you enjoyed the stream. Have a good one. Bye.